You can. You know, I think those are temporary helps or temporary solutions. But you need to handle it. You need to talk to someone. You need to do those things to get your head right, basically.
Yes.
That's my opinion, and I'm speaking from experience.
Yes.
But if I hadn't talked to someone, or if I hadn't get that out, I would still be lame, or I would still be, you know, dealing with social anxiety, not going out, not being accepted. You know, it wouldn't be acceptable to just do the things that I love to do. And being in this business, or being in this industry, it's all about networking. It's all about talking, meeting people, and just vibing, good vibes.
And both of us from experience can speak about how the neglect of that has fucked up like very prosperous points of our lives.
Oh, 100%.
For a lot of people that don't know, not to fucking stroke your ego, but this guy has gold plaques with Pink. Like, this guy has worked with some of the greatest fucking pop and rock and hip hop artists that they have. And then in a span of 5 or 6 years, alcoholism and life.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, so I dropped that single with Mims that I got in 2010, 2011. I have that relationship with them. We do 10,000 units, and then I decide I'm going to get addicted to cocaine and fuck off the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, these are real fucking things. Like, both of us should not be sitting in some, you know, $50,000 homes right now. We should really be places. You know what I mean?
Right. I totally agree. And I'm humbled that I got those experiences and stuff. But man, it was 100% going through some program and getting the help that I needed to achieve those things. I wouldn't have went to school. I wouldn't have, you know, I wanted to go to Nashville. I met some kids at school that wanted to go to LA. We went to LA. And I mean, it was just such a huge culture shock. And I was so excited, and put the alcoholism. I was sober out there. I was sober, but when shit fell apart and I came back, I hit the bottom, and it just crumbled. I couldn't manage for a little bit and whatnot. But I'm grateful for those experiences, and I'm grateful for those things I got to do. And I'll do those again. I know that. I'm not going to beat myself up, but mental health is definitely a huge
ignoring the signs. Yeah,
exactly. 100%.
Thinking that it's just going to, it's just this week, it's just that girl, it's just that guy, it's mom, it's dad, whatever it is, you try to ignore it and try to excuse it for that day. Whereas you're not realizing that the support system that you're looking for, you push it away more and more by doing shit like that.
Exactly. You isolate, and you know, I'll handle it tomorrow. You push it off. I was a procrastinator. Still am. Still working on that.
Oh, me too. Yeah, totally.
But it's also having those people that they have the passion for the same thing that you do, and pick you up. And that, you know,
I was talking about that. Not to cut you off. I was talking about that earlier before you hopped on. I was saying that a lot of people confuse a support system as a necessity.
Oh, yes.
Versus availability. Now, yes, a support system is great, but I always encourage people, and we're prime examples of this. Both of our energy, like, needed somebody like me and needed somebody like you in our lives.
Right.
We didn't have that before that, and literally since 2015, 16, once a month, hey, bro, I know you're probably going through it. I love you. I hope you're good.
100%.
We always send those texts to each other, and it's just like, I encourage people to try to build those relationships, because you don't the old cliche shit, you don't know what somebody's going through, but at the same time, even if you do know what they're going through, then hit them up. Fucking hit them up. You know what I mean?
Say hey to your friends. Say, hey, it doesn't matter if you haven't talked to them for anything. You don't know. We live in a social media world where you think you know everything because you see the news feed. It's not true. It's not true.
Right.
But with what you're saying, dude, you always have. You've always hit me up. You've always said, what's up? And man, that's always been super cool. No one's actually, I don't know if anybody has ever done that.
Bro,
It's those little things. It's just, man, it's the little things, man. I tell you,
when I met, whenever, so I want to say it was right after y'all did the Jelly Roll show.
Right.
I'm trying to think who was all even there that day.
Was that like at the crib?
I know it was me. I know it was me, you, Donnie, and I think there was like 2 other people there.
Maybe Jesse. I don't know. He's another guy that I work with and I write with.
I remember Donnie though, because his JP for sure. Yeah. JP for sure. Yeah. JP for sure.
Swift, Jimmy Adams.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, Mr. Adams, because I always seen his ass at the around town or whatever. He was always encouraging, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but but literally that in particular night, like that weekend, y'all did the Jelly Roll show. Jelly Roll show was over. I get a call from Donnie like, hey man, I heard you rap, man. We want to get you over here in the studio. You was working with Kroom at the time, and I think and they was like, hey man, link up with this dude. He makes dope ass beats. I'm like, all right. So I checked it out, bro. When I got there, the energy that you gave. And like the way that you acted, not like ignoring everybody else, but it was just like, I appreciated how willing you were to not divide the room, but like, yo, y'all make music. This guy raps. Like y'all are just making this motherfucker. All right, let's sit down and let's do, you like this beat? You like that beat?
Yeah.
It was just, I was like, yo, nobody's ever like acknowledged me like that. It's usually like, all right, let's put on a beat and let's all freestyle. What the fuck you get done like that? You don't get nothing done like that.
And I grew up that way. I mean, that's how, I was introduced into hip hop and shit when I was, early, late middle school and stuff like that. That's just what you ciphered, and that's what
you did.
I guess, in the East Coast, a lot of my friends, Stick and all those guys that rapped were heavily influenced with the East Coast. And I think that-that's the mechanism or whatever. We didn't have the technology we had now, but I'm pretty observant, and and you had an energy, and I wanted to work with you, but I wanted you to put in as much work. I just like, hey, do you like this? Okay, we can change anything you want.
We have, since then.
You know what I mean?
I was talking about, because the only record we have right now that's released is Untitled, which is dope. Got a dope video for it. It's got like 1,200 views. You know what I mean? It's dope on Facebook and SoundCloud. It's got a lot more, but the video on YouTube, just because my little following or whatever. But that song is dope for people. You know what I'm saying? To go check out Untitled by Backwood Bread. That is produced. But I got at least 8 or 9 other tracks. There's a song me and Mickey Fax got that I'm gonna release later this year. Yeah, I got like at least 10 or 11 beats from you. Like shit's
right. And that's another thing. I'll send what I feel is good, what I don't feel is good, just to inspire, just to, hey, I like this. Hey, I can